Hey everyone, I hope you all are safe and doing good. So, before deep diving into generative AI course, it's very important for you to understand the basic terms like what is AI, what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, what is deep learning. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss the very basic two terms artificial intelligence and machine learning. I'll try to get you familiar with these two terms with simple examples and in simple language. We'll see first what is natural intelligence, then what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, how machine learns, basically the basic idea, not that much deep, just an introduction that you have the idea, okay, this is AI, this is ML. Because many students are not able to differentiate these two terms, AI and ML. So let's see this thing. So at the very first, see the name suggests artificial intelligence. So two words are there, artificial and intelligence. Artificial is something like not natural, not real, fake kind of thing. Intelligence, we know the meaning of intelligence. So if it is artificial, it's like fake or not natural, then what is natural intelligence? What is real intelligence? So we human have real intelligence or natural intelligence. We are born with this. We have brain. We can learn things. We can think. We can learn. We can solve problems. Although the intelligence level is it depends it varies person to person, right? But yeah, we have this natural thing from our birth. We are born with this thing. We are born with natural intelligence, right? So now, same, imagine a machine can think and learn and solve problems, make decisions, just as we human does. So that is AI is all about. That's AI is all about, right? So I hope you get what is natural intelligence. I'll give you the you can say idea of with example what is natural intelligence, how human learns and these things. But first let's see. Now what is AI? So AI is we can say that it's the simulation of human intelligence. It's not real because we have created that intelligence, right? So it's not real. Humans have created this intelligence into machine, right? So that is artificial intelligence. These systems can learn, reason, and self correct. And you can say that it is the ability of a machine or software to mimic human intelligence, right? It is called artificial because this intelligence is created by humans. So that is why it's artificial, right? And in broader terms, in another way, we can also say that it is a branch of computer science. Artificial intelligence, we know that it's a branch of computer science that focus on creating machines or softwares that can think, that can learn and make decisions like humans, or at least try to do this thing. Not exactly like humans, because humans are the, you can say, the most intelligent person on earth. Animals are also having natural intelligence, and human are also having. We excel in every field what we do, like whether it's education, sports, arts, science, or anything. We do best, right? So machines are also trying to mimic human behavior nowadays, we know. So that is artificial intelligence basically. I hope now the basic idea you know what is artificial intelligence, right? And in everyday also we are using so many AI things. Like in our phone we are having those Google Assistant or Siri. That is what nothing but AI, right? They they can recognize my like your voice and accordingly they behave like they can help you to make call to someone or set alarms or whatever task you want to do they can do that task, right? Or we can say that self driving cars, they use AI to detect the traffic or signals or traffic jam or pedestrian or any other obstacles and like this, and they decide, they make decisions, they decide at the same time what to do in this situation. So that is what AI. Shopping, when you go once you do online shopping, so after purchasing anything similar they suggest you that Amazon or any website suggest you accordingly whatever you have purchased. They recommend you some product based on your preferences, based on your history, based on your purchase. So that is AI. They are using AI for this, right? So in almost every field, AI is there, and we are using in everyday life as well. Healthcare, AI systems are used to detect disease based on the images like MRIs or X-rays and all. So based on they can detect the disease, right? So these are few common examples that we use. There are so many examples of AI. You can think, you can sit and analyze your surrounding and where you are using AI, right? And nowadays these AI is advanced, like we are using Chat GPT and these things. We can generate text, we can generate image, we can do as many things as we want, I guess, right? So I hope you know the basic idea of artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? Now let's see. So when we are trying to make the machines or software as smart or as intelligent as we or as humans, that is what artificial intelligence. How we make them smart, how we make them intelligent, how machines learns, how AI learns, that is a different case. That also we'll see. But first, let's discuss how children learn, how we learn, right? Suppose just don't go here. Just see this image. There is a one girl, there are some children, and showing a picture of cat. And what is this? So we just show pictures to. We have baby in our home, so we just show pictures. Okay, this is cat. So the baby can recognize the, you can say, properties of cat or characteristics by seeing the size or the color or hair or fur kind of thing. Uh, so we show few pictures of cat of different colors, maybe of different size, baby cat like kitten or a cat, or um, maybe a cat, white cat or black cat or a brown cat or mix. So just few images, two, three, four, five images you just show to a baby. And now what happens? The next step is, okay, we shown the pictures to them. So now they recognize the characteristics by watching at that picture, right? What a cat is. Now some children may ask few questions, maybe silly questions, but they ask questions. You answer those questions accordingly. As well as they now experience in real life a cat. When they see a cat, real cat, what is the sound of that cat, right? Meow. So they know by hearing that sound also. Now they make a connection. Okay, this is a cat. An object or a thing having this kind of property, this kind of sound is. Now, once we show an image to children, to that baby, maybe a different image, but it's a cat, so they can recognize easily, okay, it's a cat. So, how they basically learn? So, a child learns by from few pictures. Just show on few pictures, one, two, three, three pictures of cat. Just tell them, okay, this is a cat. Plus real experiences. They have seen a cat, hear the sound, and all. Plus, they have common sense. They have their own brain. So they generalize things easily. So that's how we learn, or a child learn, by watching things, by sensing things, because they have brain, by common sense, right? This is how generally children learn, by watching others how to do. A baby learn how to walk by watching others. Okay, this is how we walk, right? And they have their common sense as well. But now how AI learns. This is how children learn basically. That's we know. It's not that much new. We know this thing, right? So now how AI learns. How AI learns. So you have to show a large set of images, cat images, to an AI model, to AI, to a machine. It's not that you just show one, two, three pictures of cat and they will generalize accordingly. And if you show them a different color cat or a different size cat, a different type of cat, then they can recognize. No, it's not possible, because these machines are not having their own brain. They don't have common sense. So you have to show many pictures, thousands of pictures of cat to a machine. Feed them, right? So we need a large data. Very, very first thing is, right? Then based on that, we can say You have to label, okay, this is a cat, this is not a cat. When we feed the data, so it's a cat, not a cat, right? When we feed the data to AI, this is known as labeled data, right? So now AI recognize the patterns, the shape of eyes or fur, or you can say ears, and the characteristics of cat based on the pictures. AI recognize the patterns, we can say recognize the characteristics, or we call it patterns. Recognize these patterns. So once you feed a new pictures of a cat, over the period of time, it learns from the patterns. And when you show a picture, and it just build its own logic. Okay, if a image is having this features, this kind of property, it's probably a cat. So once you show a picture, cat picture to AI, it can tell. Okay, not maybe 100% sure, but to somewhat that I'm 95% sure that it is a cat. Something like this, AI can tell. But if you only feed, suppose only feed two or three pictures of cat, only two. One is black cat and one is white cat. That's it. Only two pictures. And if you feed a new pictures of a cat having different color, then AI will not be able to recognize that it's a cat, because AI is not having, these machines are not having its own common sense, its own brain. So you need to train these models, these you need to train. How AI learn is, they need data, a large amount of data, lots of training data, huge, millions, trillions of data, right? To increase the accuracy. If you train the model on a smaller set of data, accuracy would be low. You may get wrong results. But at the same time, if the data is huge, the accuracy of AI model would be more. You can relate it with cat example, right? So can you relate this thing? If I say like data collection, so we need data, how AI learns. So there are obviously behind the scene, there are algorithms. They recognize the patterns in that data and build their own logic or the model, right? Model building creates predictive frameworks, and then testing and refinements. Model improve through feedback loops. Same, we give feedback to children and they learn from that feedback also. Same, models, AI models also learn from feedback and all. They refine themselves, they improve themselves, right? These things happening behind the scene, but that is in deep. I'm just going to show you the basic idea of AI now. So if I say the concept of learning and all these things, now the machines are learning, how AI learns. This thing is basically known as machine learning, right? So AI is broader, machine learning is a subset of AI. So first, see, now AI versus natural intelligence. We need only a few examples to learn. We can generalize things, a child can generalize things easily because we have our own brain, we have common sense. We use our intuition, we use our creativity, right? We can understand emotions, natural intelligence can understand emotions and consume minimal energy. Same, if you want to train an AI model, then require a large data set to get more accuracy, right? They excel at specific tasks, cannot generalize things easily. We can generalize things. And AI uses algorithms and patterns, struggles with ambiguity. Sometimes even ChatGPT doesn't give, it's a high level model even, doesn't give like uh, correct result. So struggles with ambiguity and requires significant computing power. So that's what I'll discuss this point also. So this is what this thing, how AI is learning. This things comes under machine learning. So this is machine learning basically. Right. Now what is machine learning? See, machine learning. It's a subset of AI. It's a subset of AI. AI is broader. AI is broader. This is, if I draw, this is AI and this is machine learning. This is machine learning. AI means we are creating, you can say something or software or machines that can think, then can learn, can improve according to human. or can decide, make decisions as humans. We are creating these things. But how we are going to train them, that is machine learning. How the machine is learning, that part basically comes under machine learning. So it is subset of AI, right? I hope now difference is to somewhat clear to you. So it's a subset of AI that allows machine to learn from data and improve over time without being explicitly programmed for every single task. Automatically, over the period of time, machine learns. You don't have to program for every single task, right? This is basically, we know there are types of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, and that is having a great impact. Reinforcement learning, that's basically used nowadays in these LM. That is the best one. So from the feedback, automatically machine learns. Like we human learn from the feedback automatically, same machine learns according to the feedback, positive, negative, accordingly. So that is machine learning. So the concept behind machine learning is almost same as human. We human learns, but few things are different. What are those different things? First, machine learns, and machine requires a lots of training data. Yes, that is for sure. We don't require that much data. Next thing is, now there is lots of millions of data, thousands of images, suppose a cat, or millions of images we need to give to machine to give us accurate result, right? So to process these things, that enormous amount of data, you can imagine, I guess, easily that the computational power, the need of computational power. So we need a significant computational power. Nowadays, yeah, we have the courses, not that much stuff, and we have GPUs and all. So that's why nowadays high level models are there, AI models are there, right? So second thing is this. Third thing, behind the scene, algorithms are working. Obviously, algorithms are there to process that data, to optimize that data, to recognize the patterns, to build the model, right? So all these tasks are happening use of algorithms. So we need some solid algorithms for this thing, right? So that is all about little bit about machine learning. Just overview what is machine learning, because in deep machine learning is a separate. You can say it can be a separate in deep course, right? But I've just told you the basic things, the introduction of machine learning, so that you have the idea. Okay, this is what machine learning. When someone say ML, you know the idea, basic idea. Okay, this is machine learning, right? So these are few example of machine learning, like in entertainment. Whatever you have watched previously, based on that, they suggest you the content on OTT platforms, right? Same for security, like face recognition system, security systems. They identify individuals in crowd and they improve with more exposure to diverse faces. Right. So this is machine learning, basic idea. So AI is what? AI is broader sense, is what basically making machines think and act like human. ML is what? It's a subset of AI where machine learns from the data and make decisions or predictions and improve themselves over the period of time without explicitly programmed for every single task. That is machine learning. So the basic idea is clear to you, right? Now the next term in this is deep learning. So that term, that thing we'll discuss in next video. So now it's in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.